Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Darts Night on Twitch here at the FODL, the first online dart league, the FODL. I'm your man, Rob, aka Radar, hanging out with you in the booth this evening on this Thursday evening, the last D-Knot of the week. And we've got a doubleheader coming at you. Started with a FODL D matchup, followed by a FODL A matchup. Should be a good one, including a rookie debut. And that's happening right here in our D matchup. So we'll go ahead and look at the players immediately. It's going to be a match between Blademouth5 from Parker, Colorado. Last season finished 5th place in FODL D. Throwing with those 23-gram Thornton custom darts. Ooh, he's gotten something new. Hashtag LFG, some new hashtag for the season for Blademouth5. Going up against Adanac from Kitchener, Ontario. Hopefully I'm saying that right. He's a new player, rookie for fall 2020. 22-gram Designer Elite 95s, hashtag backward Canadian. Put that hashtag together with his name. You see how it works. You also see a little Canadian flag up in the corner there. Looking at the standings here in FODL D so far, Darty South out on top, but he's got 2 matches played on top of the field. He's at 6 matches played, 22 total points, 22 leg wins, 1 leg win ahead of the Fireman, 1 point ahead of the Fireman. We're looking for these 2 players. Adanac currently sitting in 6th place, but he's got a match in hand over everybody out in front of him. And Blademouth5 is currently in 8th with a match in hand with the Cleaner sitting in front of him. So both these players pretty close to each other in the standings. Could separate from one another, could get into that pack. As you see, similar to FODL B, how it always is, there's pretty good jumble between Liberty Fires and the Music City Madman. Just 17 points separating those, and matches played all over the place, so a lot of games in hand. Lovely people out there in Twitch land. Looks like Big G Gamer 1 in the chat and Slinger 180. There's 10 viewers out there, so I'm sure there's more of you out there and more to join coming up. Looking at the schedule, this is a floating Game Week 1 matchup, so the Game Week 3 deadline, which is today. So they're just sneaking this one in. You see right there, Blademouth5 and Adanac in the middle. Dr. Feelgood and the Cleaner have played. That went 5-1 to the Cleaner. Magic Wizard took down Darty South 4-2, and the Fireman took down Mac Attack 5-1. In the bonus point portion, I'm going to have to actually click over to it because it's being boxed out. Darty, Magic Wizard, Cleaner, and Mac Attack all with 5 marks. Magic Wizard Pinball with a 2.56 MPR for cricket. The Cleaner with a 19 darter in 501. That's pretty good. Must have been where he threw that 180. And Magic Wizard with a 59 combination checkout. Looking at the statistics between the players in this match, Adanac with a pretty good showing here for his rookie campaign. 37th in the league in MPR with a 1.75. Blademouth5 is 41st with a 1.60. So just 0.15 separating the players. Miss percentage very close, both above 50, around 55. Triple and Bull in favor of Adanac, 8.9 to 5.8. As goes the rest of the power scoring, except for 7 marked plus. Adanac yet to register one of those, where Blademouth5 has at least 1. Adanac winning 80% of the cricket legs, Blademouth5 half of them. In 501, similar story. Adanac 40th in the league, 39.29 against Blademouth5's 47th best, 34.37. So 5 points of difference there. A little bit more separation for Adanac in 501. The first 9 is a substantial difference, 49.3 to 34.9. So Blade appears to be throwing pretty consistently. It's just consistently not great. Where Adanac getting off to a good start, maybe struggling with the double game and potentially setup game. We'll see. Ton plus percentages, 3.6 to 1.8, so double it up for Adanac. And the leg wins, 64% to 42%. And we will go to the split view camera here as we see both of our players' boards coming up now. It's going to be Blademouth5 on the left as the home player, Adanac, the rookie, on the right as the visiting player. And up top, we have another match running with this one, a FODL C matchup between Beef Easy and Scooter Magooch. Beef Easy up 1-0, taking the first leg of cricket. But we're here for this match, and if our players are ready to go, we will get it underway. Adanac, are you ready?
Ready.
There's a thumbs up. He is ready to go. He's ready to get his debut going. Blademouth5, are you ready?
Ready to go, shoot 'em well.
Blade is ready to go. Blademouth5 is going to have darts in hand for the first leg of cricket. Game on! Here in FODL D, you see in the upper right-hand corner, we're going to play 6 total legs. The first 2 will be of cricket. The remaining 4 will be 501. Looks like a good stray there with the second dart into the treble 18. So it's a 4-mark start for Blade Mouth 5, single 20 and 3 18s. And we are underway. Got some more people joining the chat. Alki Darts is coming in there. King Raj 10. Big G Gamer 1 says, hiya, baby. I can get in this league for next season if there's any openings. Go to the FODL website, fodartleague.com, for more information about how to join. And then it's going to be an email to info@FODartLeague to get on the list, Big G Gamer 1. Thank you for joining this stream. Blade Mouth 5, after that 4-mark start, going to come up empty. Adanac trying to work on the 20 wedge as well, and he will not find it. He's got a scooter dart in there, channeling Scooter Magooch at the top of the screen. Looks like Blade is going to keep one in the skinny portion of the 20 to get another one there, but still has not closed it. Adanac, we said, first time on stream for the FODL rookie, so maybe a little nerves showing. But that's a more steady turn. Looks like 2 20s and 1 18. So Adanac going to get the 20s closed. Blade Mouth 5, however, going to close it right behind, so not able to score. And Blade is going to go over to 18s, had used that treble earlier, get a single 18, then drop down to 19. Around the world for Blade Mouth 5, 1 1 and 1, 20 19 18. Adanac with the 20s closed. Moving on, he is going after the 19s. He's stacked a couple darts right below that treble. If he can get the third one on top of that second, but he cannot. But it's a good turn, good grouping with the first two for Adanac. 2 19s, and he's looking for a close to start working for some points. Blade Mouth 5 has the 18s closed, and now he's going to have the 19s closed. The first dart, treble 19. Blade not messing around, going right over to 17s. Whoa, bounce out. See ya! That one on the floor, but it's a 4-mark turn for Blade Mouth 5. Once again, treble 19 is going to add to the point lead and get to work on the 17s with a single. Adanac, that's a great first start in response, though. Going to dig his heels in here a little bit. There's treble 17 with the first. Oh, that's a rough deflection. I think that kicked all the way to the 2, so it's just going to be 4 17s for Adanac, but he's got his first points in cricket. On the board with a nice 4-mark for Adanac. Fireman joining the chat. Hey-o! There's another single 19 for Blade after he came up empty at the attempts at 17, but Adanac's got it closed now, and he's looking to score. Adanac's going to get a useful stray here himself. He doesn't find the 17s for any points, but he does get a slop 19, which will actually close off that wedge completely. So Blade cannot score there anymore. And Blade's looking for the close of 17s. He's only going to find one, finding a double 2 with his last. So right next door on the double. He only needed one more, but couldn't find it. Adanac still with the door open. And that looks like just a single for Adanac, getting one. So cutting into the point lead a little bit, but not able to overtake. Blade is going to get it shut down with his first dart. And he's going right over to 16s. Almost found a double 16 there with his last, but it's just going to be 1 and 1 for him. But he is still in a good position in this leg with the 18s closed and Adanac chasing to get a wedge closed to score. It's going to be an empty visit from Adanac here. Our neighbor up north unable to find the 16s. And Blade, he's going to get one, so still hasn't gotten it closed. But he's working from ahead. There's a great first dart from Adanac, though. This is reminiscent of the turn at the 7s, and it is very reminiscent of the turn of the 17s. First dart, treble 16. The second dart was grouped nicely right next to it for 4, but the third is unable to connect. Another bounce out. See ya for Blade Mouth 5. But he does manage to recover and get the 16s closed with his final dart of the visit. Pressure on that one after Adanac had the treble and the single. And Adanac's going to keep the pressure on. There's a treble 15 to open it. Adanac coming alive late, and he's just unable to get that 5 mark. Looking for it. He's had a couple opportunities, but it's been the third dart getting a little loose. But that 4 mark in the 15s is going to give him the point lead and force Blade Mouth 5 to go back up to the 18s. Blade is going to get 2 in this visit, adding 36 points. So now a late point battle. Blade has been in control. Wow, Adanac starting to heat up. That looks like another treble 15.
Come on.
but he cannot find anything up top in the 18s. Aggressively went after it, but he's got the point lead again. Pressure on Blade, and it's going to get to him here. Cracks a little bit. It's a miss for Blade. Now Adanac potentially with the advantage. Will he go for the close or will he go for more points? He is going for the close. That looks like it's just below the treble. Oh, it's hard to see that second
Come
dart.
on.
I believe it's just going to be one. That second dart must be just low. It is just one. Couldn't find it. Had two darts at the big 18 to get it closed. Unable to take advantage. Blade still has it open. And that could be a punishing third dart. It's blocked by the flight. There you go. In the treble. He takes it out. The third dart is huge and punishing. 4 marks in the 18 for Blade Mount 5. And now Adanac going to be scrambling to find more points at 15. There is a single 15 for Adanac. Still going to be trailing. The chat loving this one. It's a good battle here in FODL D. Blade now working on the 15s. He will get 1. So still potential for scoring for both players. Adanac's going to find one of this first. Going to need at least 2 more for the point lead. He's just going to get 2 there, though, so he's trailing by 9. Blade's got a dart for it. But he can't find it with the third. Gets 1. Both players in a very similar position now. Have 2 marks in their opponent's scoring wedge. And it's a very close point battle. That's a treble in the first dart for Adanac. He's got 2 in hand. Can he get the 18s closed? He cannot! Oh my goodness! It is pressure-packed darts here, ladies and gentlemen. 2 in hand, looking for 118. Cannot find it. Blade has had a couple opportunities where he's had 2 in hand and not been able to find the 15s either. It's gone back and forth. Blade unable to get points, but this time getting the close of 15 with the third. So maybe preemptively setting up for a potential bull race. Adanac now with 3 in hand, looking for 118 to get it closed. Will find it finally with the second dart, and he's got the advantage going to the bull, but it is a bull race. Blade Mount 5 needs 5. Adanac needs 3. And Blade is going to get it started with a single over there, so he will find 1. Now it's down to 4-3. That's a good start there for Adanac. I can't tell if that's a bullseye or a single, but it's definitely in there. It's either 1 or 2 for Adanac. It is a bullseye with that first. There you go. We see it being pulled in, so he is within 1. Blade needs 4. He's not going to be able to do it here, but needs another one to keep pressure on. He'll get a single. So both players with 2 marks in the bull, but Adanac is 1 away.
Second dart.
And he'll find it with the second dart. Game shot. And the leg going to Adanac as he gets the break of throw, getting his first leg win on stream. Batting 1,000 as far as legs won on stream in his career right now. That's a great percentage. 1 for 1. And he will have the darts in hand when we are ready to go with this second leg. Game on. We'll pop over to the chat. We're up to 17 viewers now. Pits 2 joining the chat. What is up? The darts. King Raj 10 just standing up. Slinger 180. I don't know, bouncing between this Slack and pretty deep discussion. Slinger 180 calling to stop hero darting it. Fireman asking if Blade changed darts. Yes, he's using some Thornton custom darts, so he's got some new ones, maybe some personalized custom darts. So there we go. Good start for Adanac. He's going to get 420s blazing it. So he'll get 20 on the board. Blade started at the 20s, couldn't find any, then dropped down to 19 with his third. We'll find a single. Up top in our Beef Easy Scooter Magooch match, Scooter able to get on the board with the second leg of cricket, so they split cricket. It's 1-1 as they head to 501. Adanac is going to miss his first attempt down at the 19s. And Blade is going to miss right back, so a little bit of struggle on the bottom half of the board for both players. Adanac now going to go after some 18s. That could be a treble in there. Doesn't find anything at the bottom half, but I think he's got the treble 18, so another wedge close for Adanac. Having success at the top end of the board. Just needs to turn that into success at the bottom half. Blade is able to get a single 19 there. He's inching closer to a wedge on which to score, but hasn't got one yet. Adanac now, he's going to find the 19s, and this time more successful. First dart was a single, second dart was a treble. So 4 19s, and this time he will get the 5 mark as he gets a single 17 with his last dart. Adanac, great 3.0 MPR, and that's a tough bounce out. See ya, as it couldn't quite get into that sisal of the double 17. You saw it stick in the corner, but it fell to the floor, was not able to get a foothold. Adanac looking to keep the pressure on. He's got the biggest 3 scoring wedges closed. Blade looking to just have any semblance of life. Looks like just a single 17 this visit. So Blade with a mark in there, looking to get some traction. Needs a treble here. He's going to find a double. Okay, so he will get it closed. Another double 17. This one is able to hang on to the board. Adanac, however, just 1 away from closing it. And he'll get it closed with the second. Move over to 16s, a little bit high, but he gets the wedge closed, and he will prevent Blade from scoring on 17. So Blade, again, looking for a new home. Getting pushed around a little bit here, and it's a miss for him. So he's trying to get anything going. Adanac, that's a good dart to use as a marker to work off the treble. I think he thought that he had a treble, but
Oh, shit.
he thought he had the treble, but that's just inside, so we'll have to change that when we come back. Blade, he is going after the 15s. He'll get 4 15s there, so we will have a score correction.
You want to go ahead and edit it?
I mean, if you can either edit it or you can wait for it to come back to him. Either way.
Is it single on 7?
No, it was a single on 6.
116.
116 instead of 3.
How many did you already have? It was open?
It was open.
Okay, thank you.
So he should just have the 1. There we go. So Blade getting the editing in there, and he gets 4 15s on the board. So he is now scoring. A little editing there on Dark Connect. Dark Connect. Dark Connect! Haven't done that in a while. Again, Dark Connect, the scoring application that we use, $2 a month, $24 a year for your subscription on Dark Connect. It's pretty lovely. It's pretty intuitive. DC Greg, DC David got some great customer service. Always there to answer the questions if we've got any, or if we've got any bug reports. Very helpful in that regard. So we'll shout out to Dark Connect. Not sponsored. We'll get back to the darting action. Adanac manages a single 15 with his final dart. Blade looking to get in there. He'll get 3 this time, so he's out on top in points for the first time in this leg with the 15s closed. Adanac is going to go back now for more points. Working on 20s. And that's a big third dart. 4 20s, blazing it for Adanac, adding 80 points. Blade Mouth 5 is answering right back, though. And there's 7 15s for Blade Mouth 5, stacking that second and third dart. Lovely in the treble. Brilliant darts as he is making a stand here on the smallest scoring wedge of all of them, making Adanac work for it. Looked like Adanac was going to be on cruise control for this leg, but Blade Mouth digging the heels in on the 15s. 3 20s there for Adanac. Blade looking for another treble if he can manage. He's going to go next door for a couple, just a single 15, but he's out in front by 1 point now. We've seen Adanac, he gets down in points, has gone back to the well. There's a single 20. That dart's very close.
I think that's double.
And it is in the double 15, I believe. Waiting for the score confirmation on the board. And it was into the double 15. Was very close to that corner, but he does get it in there. Blade looks like he is foregoing the 16s, going right after the bull. He gets a stray stray 20 as he keeps the first one straight, just a little bit high. Adanac now with the 19-point lead. Decision time for him. He is going to go after the 16s, try to get that last wedge closed before moving to the center. Manages a single with the last. So not quite there yet. Blade going to continue going after the center. It's worth more points anyway. We saw, even with that 7 mark 15 that he had, which was a brilliant throw. Adanac just needed the 3 single 20s, which got him back out in front. Stray 17 for Blade, still nothing in the middle. Adanac looking for that close of 16. It's a miss for Adanac. Cannot find the range on 16. Blade going to get another slop 16. There's a slop 18 too. So making useful darts out of the misses. Gets a single bull with his final dart. So a 3-mark visit from Blade, 18, 16, and bull. So some good strays there as he was looking for the center. There's a double 16 for Adanac to get it closed and get some more points on the board. The other two are not going to find anything, so just the 2 16s. Adanac looking for the bull. And looks like Blade is going to try to make this thing a bull race. Looks like he's going to close the 16s, close the 19s, and be 1 away from closing the 18s. 3 marks again for Blade. Adanac looking for 3 in the middle. He's going to go up top. He's going to try to get some extra points before Blade is able to shut everything down. And the 3rd dart is punishing with the treble 20. So it ends up being a decent strategy for Adanac, needing the points. And Blade able to get a single bull there, so he is trying to get somewhere where he can score. Adanac now up by 95, but that lead is going to increase as he finds a stray above into the 20, so up by over 100 now. Adanac looking for the center. Blade's going to get the 20s closed. Nice treble, but it's only going to count for 1. And it's a 7 mark for 3 for Blade Mouth 5. Single 20, treble 18, but it's only going to count for 3. But we do have a bull race on our hands now. Adanac needs 3. Do some math here. And Blade Mouth 5 needs 6, if I've done my math correctly. Blade's had a couple of strays that have found that treble 16. Could have been useful earlier in this leg, but he does manage a single bull. So now, needing 5, Blade and Adanac needs 3. And Adanac staying above the bull. Blade finding the range on it a little bit. That 3rd dart's very close, but just outside, but it's a good attempt. Another one in for Blade Mouth 5. 25 points, inching closer, trailing by 90. Now 4-3. Adanac looking to collect himself all around the center, but cannot find any in it. Back over to Blade. He's been chipping away 1 bull at a time. And that 3rd dart is just wide of the mark. You see it into the 11, but it was a close one. This time a miss for Blade. And nothing again. Adanac struggling with the center of the board, struggling to get over the line here. Blade looking to push him. He's done a good job of it so far, but it's misses back and forth. Adanac looking to settle himself. Get anything. Start to find the range. That one's very close. Maybe he could use it as a marker off the left side. He can't. So another miss for Adanac. Narrowly this time as that 2nd dart is into the 13. Speaking of narrow misses, that one's kissing the wire for Blade with the 1st. And he cannot find the range. So Blade had been hot on the center. Has cooled off now. Adanac maybe living up in Canada, used to the icy conditions that he's being shown from the bull. But that looks like a bullseye with that 2nd. It's in there. So 2 for Adanac with the bullseye. He is now 1 away again. The pressure switches back to Blade. Blade had been trailing, coming to the bull, but the way he'd been hitting it felt like the pressure was on Adanac. Now with Adanac being 1 away and Blade needing 4, definitely has switched. Wow. Building a fortress around the bull is Adanac. I don't know how he was going to try to get over that 2nd dart. Couldn't do it. And there's one in there for Blade. So he's not going to be able to finish it here, but could use another, but in a big way, just a single. So again, chipping away. Now 3-1 is the marks to get. But Adanac will find it with the first dart. Game shot. And the leg going to Adanac, sweeping the cricket portion as he gets that first dart into the green bit. As he goes up 2-0 in this 6-leg match. We are going to be moving to the 501 portion now of tonight's match. We got 4 legs of 501 coming your way. Blademouth 5 will have darts in hand. Game on! Pitts 2 saying hero darts for life. King Raj says I agree with Pitts. Yota J. Musin, rookie board looks good. Fireman commenting, we don't know what brand of board Adanac is throwing on because it's blank, and that looks like 35 for, or correction, 25 for Adanac. And that looks like a deflection up into tops for Blade for 46, although I don't know if his first 26 was a breakfast or not. So, may need confirmation whether that 26 was a breakfast or found a different way. There's 45 on the second visit for Adanac. And it's a 3 coming in for Blademouth 5 on the left-hand side of the screen. Left-hand side of the screen, all the darts missing right. And there's some darts in there for 24 for Adanac. Blade will find a treble in this visit. It's a treble 12. So it's going to be a 68 for Blade. But again, keeps himself and this neither player off to a blistering start here, I would say. But certainly room to grow. Adanac says, you found a treble. I can find a treble too. There's a ton scored for Adanac as he boosts the scoring up immediately. Blademouth 5 liking that treble 12 right now. He finds another one. This time it'll be 76 as he keeps the other two straight into the 20. Fireman saying, I might not be a rookie anymore, but I'll always cheer on the rooks. King Raj 10 saying, those are competitive. FO Dart League saying, so far a good introduction for the rookie. There's just 40 scored from Adanac. Got a scooter dart in there. You saw him pull it out of the board high. Blade finding some trebles. They're just not the ones that he wants. Treble 5, treble 9, and a 20 would be 62. And again, trebles, they're keeping him in this thing. As that's 3 straight scores over 60 for Blademouth 5. Adanac going to use the double theory here. Lushy loves that one. They're worth twice as much, 42. And Blade was bookending that treble 20 in that visit. Just high, just low for 41, but he's under 200. Out in front now after some good visits strung together. Oh, but that could be a 70 from Adanac. That third dart does find the treble, so Adanac is going to get to a finish first at 156. A 47 from Blade will get him down to 132, but Adanac the first attempt from 156. And it's off. He gets the first, and it's off of his career here. The 156 attempt. There's a 60 scored. Down under 100 now with 96. Blademouth 5, 132 is off as well. And he will manage to score 27, so he is still above 100 at 105. Adanac requires 96.
Oh.
And Adanac wanted the 16 to leave tops, instead finds double 7, so he'll be left with 42. Blademouth 5 requires 105. Wanted the bull for 80, or I guess the bullseye for 55, the outer bull for 80. Instead finds the 16. It looks like he's going to find a couple of 7s to go along with it. Just 30 scored for Blade, down to 75. Adanac requires 42. That's very close. I'm not sure if that's a double 10 or a single. Looks like it's a single based on that second dart going after double 16, but cannot find double 16. It's Adanac flirting with the rascal over there, but could not get it in. Blade looks like he's found another treble 3. He's not going to be able to get to a finish here. Trying to do some math here with his final dart. Wanted the 11 to leave tops. Instead, he'll be left with 43. Adanac requires 32, looking for double 16. That's a good marker if you can use it. Goes outside of it. Can you just clip the inside? It'll drive it right in. He cannot, and he goes a little bit high as well. He'll be down to 24 if he comes back. Blade Mount 5, 43. This time he wanted the 2 misses at 11. Oh, and Blade not going to be able to get to a finish here. 35 scored, down to 8. So he's left with a finish now, but no attempts on that visit. Adanac, double 12. That's a dart into the 5, so got some cleanup now from 19. Oh, and he will not get a look at anything here. And it's going to find the double 3 as well. 11 scored, down to 13 goes Adanac. Blade Mount 5 with 3 darts in hand, looking for double 4. Inside now to double 2.
Awesome.
And it's right next door on the wrong side of the wire for Blade Mount 5. Very close dart, but not rewarded. Adanac requires 13. Now we get into a dangerous portion of trying to clean up these numbers, because a miss one way or another like that into the 12 is a bust. Cannot check out with 1 remaining, so 12 and 20 both kill the turn. Blade Mount 5, 8, back inside on 4. But he will find the double 2 this time with the 3rd. Game shot and the leg to Blade Mount 5, holding the throw, able to get the checkout completed as he gets on the board, cutting the lead in half to 2-1. Adanac suffers his first leg loss on stream, but he's come back to the board with darts in hand. Game on. There's a stream of crim eye rolls in there. Trying to think of what would have caused it, but who knows. There's 25, get things started for Adanac. And it's 25 to match for Blade Mount 5, dropping down to 19s, avoiding the breakfast. Slinger 180 saying boom. Slinger 180 saying Lego Blade. HX Duck joining the chat. Thank you, HX Duck, saying cricket still sucks. Well, if you're only just joining, you missed the cricket portion of this one, so welcome to 501. There's a 50 for Blade Mount 5, 12, 18, 20. Up top, Beef Easy gets another one on the board, and that one is 3-2 in favor of Scooter Magooch right now. And there's a surgical 7 for Adanac. And Blade Mount 5 is going to one-up it a little bit. He'll get a little fancy, find that treble 5 instead for 17. So we talked about in the open, looking at their statistics, Adanac came in with a first 9 that was just a shade under 50. Has yet to really meet that mark here in the first 2 legs. There's just another 10 scored for Adanac. This is a good visit here from Blade Mount 5. He manages 85 there, getting into that treble 20. Adanac starting to favor that 5 there. 30 scored for him. Yota J. Muse saying the eye rolls were for the 43 left, because you could go at the 7, 19, and 3 and leave an out. I tend to like the 19-3 split on that side there, because you leave tops or you leave double 12. Obviously, you hit the 7, you leave double 14. It's not horrible. It's still a double. But obviously, hey. Works out. There's 41 scored for Adanac. Come back to the board here. That looks like Blade might be back in the treble 20 with that second. Oh, it's just high. So 37 for him. We're working our way down. Blade out in front. There's a better visit from Adanac. 62 scored. So salvaging 3rd dart there into the treble 20. Oh, mounts out. See ya. And it's just 2. Utah, get me 2. Blade Mount 5. So on the left side of the screen, we have seen a 3 and a 2 now. So the power scoring certainly in effect. 60 scored for Adanac. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's a breakfast thrown from Blade Mount 5. Single 5, single 20, and a single 1. As we do here in the FODL, we ask an official breakfast question for the first breakfast of every single match. So, for this one, because I'm enjoying a glass of milk, because, spoiler alert, I like to drink milk with dinner, and pretty much with every meal that I eat at home, including breakfast. So the breakfast question is going to be inspired by milk here. Tell me what your favorite flavor, like your favorite flavored milk is. So like, not just plain milk, although I do love plain milk. So, you know, if you're going to go with like strawberry, chocolate, banana, I've seen that crazy flavor, vanilla. Let me know, 25 viewers, flavored milk, what's your go-to? And that looks like a speed limit. Adanac driving 55. Although up in Canada, I don't know the conversion for kilometers per hour to miles per hour. So 55 is probably pretty slow for a speed limit up there. But he requires 116. He's the first to an out. First start, tough to place. It's right in the corner. It's either 19 or 7. Hard to tell. That's
7, 14.
It's 22 there. So there are 2 7s for Adanac. A little roadhouse the hard way. Blademouth 5 is going to rock in with a 56, so he'll get down to an out-and-out 127. Adanac requires 94. And it's going to be 58 scored for Adanac. He's going to elect to leave double 18. Blade looking at 127. It's off, though. He's going to find a couple of 7s. Actually, it looks like a double 7, so 21 and 15 is 36, down to 91. Adanac needs 36, looking for double 18. Whoa. That dart is pulled low into the 13. Now looking to scramble to leave himself on a single dart out from 23. He'll find the 19, so that'll do it. All the way down to 4 goes Adanac with 32 scored. Blademouth 5 requires 91. Looks like he was going the bull route there. Had 11. Looks like he's going to get himself scored of 30. Down to 61 now. Adanac requires 4. And that's going to be a bust. First dart into the treble. 15. Blademouth 5 looking for a combination. 61. He's got 1 dart at tops. And it goes inside. A good effort at the combo from Blademouth 5. Wanted the bull for the first, hit the 15, moves over to the 6-10 split, finds the 6, wanted double 20, but can't find it. Adanac looking for double 2.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, it's just low. He thought he might have had it, but the third dart is low. I actually thought he had one more dart in hand, but it was blocked out by his picture there in the bottom right. Blademouth 5 was looking for the rascal. Into the 15, but he's cleaned up the 1. Now he's on double 2. He will miss outside, so both players 4 remaining. That's inside. Adanac to the madhouse. And he'll bust it into the treble 1. Back to 4 he will go. Blademouth 5 looking for 4 as well.
Dart.
And with the third dart, once again, double 2 has been Blademouth's number tonight. Game shot and the leg going to Blademouth 5, breaking back, and he is 2 in a row now. Adanac swept cricket. Blademouth 5 has gotten both legs of 501 to this point to make it a level match. Blade has the darts in hand, coming back to the board. Game on! Some decent finishing there from Blade as far as the number of total darts thrown at doubles. He's gotten himself into some trouble by missing some big numbers, but has been managing to clean it up. Relative tidiness here. Adanac going to get off to a good start there, though, with the third dart into the treble. 20 for 85 scored. HX ducks in on 4 to go double one, double one. It's the only way. I think that's the way that the love child of Madhouse and Lushy will go for double 4, or for 4.
80.
That's
104.
That's a 104 from Adanac. He found a double 12 in there to go with the treble 20 and a single 20. There's 46 scored for Blademouth 5, finding tops this time. So we're going to go into the chat here, find some answers to the breakfast question. Slinger laughing at the fact that I drink milk with every meal. Milk's the best. I don't know. HX Duck saying full-fat cow's milk. Obviously, whole milk is the best if you're keeping track at home. Train FODL is going to go with banana milk, like banana-flavored milk. And I don't know. It's just so odd. Fireman says strawberry. HX Duck says caramel is pretty sweet. Slinger 180 going strawberry. Adan Mojica going strawberry. Dave Little Toaster coming in with chocolate. HX Duck coming in with some kilometers per hour and miles per hour conversion, saying 62 miles per hour is 100 kilometers per hour. So 31 is 50. So 55 kilometers per hour, roughly 33, 34 miles per hour. That's not very fast. Speaking of fast, the scoring from Adanac had the sweat for a maximum. He gets 140, but he's under 100 after 15 darts, looking for a combination finish, potentially for a 17-darter. Blade with a 40, but Adanac requires 67. Wanted the treble 9 for tops, finds 12. And he'll have one dart, one look at double 5 should he choose to go at it after finding the treble 15. Wanted the single to set up tops, found the treble. Oh, and I think that's going to be a bust into the 12, so he will go back to 67, all the way back. But still some good work there. Blademouth 5 back at 279, looking for some big trebles of his own, but he is sitting darts right on top of the wires there. It looks like 58 for Blade down to 221. Adanac returns 67 once again. This time he finds the single 9 and cannot find the big 18, so still looking for a setup, and he will leave tops with 27 scored, hitting the fat 17 with his last. He'll come back looking for 40. Blade for a big score to get into checkout position. Going to need a treble with this third. Is just below it. 30 scored, under 200, 191. Adanac, a minimum 6 darts at 40. Looking to work down off of that. Must have gone high. Don't see it on the screen. And the third dart pulled low and right into the 1, so he'll have to clean up from 39. Blade giving chase here. Oh, and that's a tough bounce out. See ya! Again, we've seen that a handful of times now from Blademouth 5. 39 scored down to 152. He's had a number of bounce outs this evening. Don't know if it's the new darts or what. There's a single 19 over to the Rascal for Adanac. And the Rascal will say yes. Pop, pop for the 39 finish for Adanac. Game shot and the leg. And Rascal says yes, and Adanac gets a break of throw. He is up 3-2. We go to the final leg of this match. Adanac with darts in hand looking for a victory. His first time on stream. Game on! Blademouth 5 looking to play spoiler, looking to get some points. Again, FODL D looking very tightly contested. Every leg is going to matter. Those 2 points, very important to Blade. And the potential playoff hopes, even though it's still in the first third of the season. There's another breakfast. So if you didn't answer the breakfast question, flavored milk, what's your go-to? Let me know. 35 viewers in the chat. So we got some peeps. We got some peeps now checking us out here on a Thursday night. Looks like an 85, that third dart. Oh, it's in there. It is, so there you go. He pulls it down into the treble 20, ton 25 for Adanac. Blade's going to respond with 51. up top. That match has completed in the FODL C division. Scooter Magooch eking out a win over Beef Easy 4-3. It did not go to a last leg decider, but Beef getting the final leg to make it 4-3 to salvage some extra points there. Blade looking to channel that energy
You had
right
to
now.
say Scooter, Radar. You had to say it.
And there is a 5. So talking about Scooter Magooch, there's a Scooter Dart. I actually thought that one was in double 20, but it's just high. 5 scored for Blade. And Adanac's going to get a Roadhouse double deuce in response. And there is an American speed limit for Blade Mouth 5. That one will definitely be 55. That's a highway speed there. And then you obviously go 10 over because America. That looks like 98. Adanac in there at 170, leaving the big fish. That would be crazy. If Adanac takes us out, I'm going crazy. He's got 170.
I take this out, I'm going crazy.
And it's off. First start low into the single 20. That would have been nuts. First time on stream ever in our league, and you go out with a 170. That would have been insane. Instead, it's a breakfast. So last opportunity to answer the breakfast question. Flavored milk. Let me know. 27. 27 viewers. We lost 8 somehow. This leg's been good. We lost 8 viewers. There's a 28 for Adanac, so the scoring calming down a little bit in the setup game. Yota J. Muse saying Adanac has some Crim-approved math. And then he's got the treble 9 on 67 with the very happy B emoji in there. Adanac looking for 116. Very small sample size for the Adanac math here. So we'll see what happens. We'll have to get some further looks into the strategy there. There's 42 for Adanac, getting down to 74. Blade trying to make a late charge. He's got a handful of 50 and 60 scores here down the stretch. 47 there, gets him to an out at 155. Adanac 74. He's got one dart at tops. And it's just inside. 54 scored for Adanac. He'll be left with 20. Blade looking to take out 155. It is off. So again, looking just to put some points on the board. 13 points scored down to 142. Adanac to the Rascal. And the third dart is inside. This time Rascal saying no. Gonna make Adanac earn it a different way. Blade Mouth 5, 142. It's on. Can't see where the second dart's being blocked by the first completely. It's at least 76. So it's gonna be 94 for Blade Mouth 5. He'll be left with 48 remaining. Adanac looking for 10. It's inside with the second dart, so won't be able to get to a finish here. He finds the single one, though, so he'll be left with 4. Blade Mouth 5 requires 48. 2 for double 16. Well, bounce out. See ya. Oh, double bounce out. See ya. See ya. Blade Mouth 5 cannot check out the 32. Or the 48, rather. Adanac requires 4. Inside Madhouse. And that's inside as well for a bust for Adanac. Blade Mouth 5 going to have 3 clean darts at double 16.
Oh my god.
Just inside now to double 8.
Nope.
That's inside now to double 4.
Nope.
And it's going to be just low into the double 13 next door. Back over to Adanac 4. Inside once again, back up to the madhouse. And same result, may have found the same dart hole. Bust for Adanac, back to Blade. Once again, looking for double 16. Oh, bounce out. Another single.
Third dart.
But he will find it with the third game shot and the leg. Going to Blade Mouth 5, battling back, battling the bounce outs as he gets a 3-3 tie, manages to get some points on the board in this one. And we will head to the interview portion of the league. And Blade, first question's got to be, obviously throwing some new darts this year. I don't know if Thornton Custom means that they're custom darts or that's just the name of the dart here. But a number of bounce outs this evening. Has that been happening to you in practice, or was that just an anomaly for tonight?
No, I can tell you what's going on. I've actually been kind of transitioning to a new throw mid-season. Great idea, I know. So that's why you guys saw me switch darts a few times, because I just got frustrated with my grip, and I wanted to go back to what I used last season with like the chizzies or like. So a couple of times, rather than get inside my own head, I was like, I pulled the DJ my cues and just said, I'm just going to switch darts. So it kind of gave me a little bit of confidence to get back times. I finally found my throw the last two legs, but Adanac was scoring like crazy, so it was really tough.
Yeah, he scored very well, but I mean, you got swept in cricket, and you were still able to take 3 legs out of the 4 in 501, despite him scoring well. What was the mindset to see him scoring to continue to just plug along? Because I mean, you were just grinding out there, and then once you got to checkout position, maybe you weren't hitting the big numbers, but once you got left to the double, you started to find it.
Yeah, my cleanup was really nice tonight. I managed to hit score double 2 twice when I was, pretty much all out of the leg, and it was very reminiscent of the playoffs last season where people just have match darts willy-nilly, and I come back and hit a double. So lucky me. Happy to make it a 3-3 match. I was kind of expecting Adanac to come out swinging. I took him down 4-2 in Open Cup, and I can't imagine that he hasn't wanted to get that back since. So
No, you took me down 4-0.
Oh, was it 4-0? You won 2
It was
legs.
4-0.
Well, it felt like you won 2 legs.
But looking forward to next week, Blade. You're going to have the wild card, the cleaner, on deck. So what are you looking for out of that one? Who knows what's going to happen?
Well, I'm going to try to do you guys a favor and see if I can get that on a darts night so that we can watch it live if you guys want to watch. So it should be a total coin flip, because you never know how McLean's going to play. But, when he's on, I mean, he can throw 19 darters. He's incredible. And then other times he can't find his third dart, so who knows? Yeah,
he's going to throw 19 darters, and he's going to throw maximums, or he's going to lose a dart in the bushes for like an hour. Who knows? But Blade Mouth.
I love the guy, though. He's a lot of fun to play. The last time I played Cleaner, he was at the surgeon's house, and surgeon had just had a baby, and like it was a crazy match. Like it was back and forth, and I think I actually won, but that season he ended up promoting through and I didn't, which was like, I was like, man, the guy that promoted, I smashed him, but we'll see. I think he's going to play me really well. He'll be ready.
It'll definitely be a good match. Blade, congratulations on battling back to get 3 legs tonight for the tie. We'll talk to you a little bit later. Good luck the rest of the way.
Hey, great throwing, Adanac, man. Good to see you on here.
Cheers, man.
And Adanac, we'll go to you now. Rookie campaign, first time on stream. How was the experience?
Oh, it was good. I was less nervous than I thought I would be. Maybe just the first throw or two, but it wasn't too bad. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I mean, I just tried to play my game. My doubles stunk tonight, which was really disappointing because I scored probably better than I usually do for sure, but I mean, you got to get out, and if you can't get out, you're not going to win.
Yeah, obviously, level of nerves, something to manage, and if they weren't super high, talk to us about how winning both legs of cricket helped to settle that down even further.
The first leg of cricket, I mean, we kind of went back and forth. The second one, I got up to a big lead and then just started missing darts galore. I really wanted to win tonight, so Ty's disappointing. I mean, he absolutely hammered me in the Open Cup, which was my first experience with the FODL League. So I really wanted to come back and win tonight. I kind of circled this one on my calendar, for lack of a better term. So just a double as poorly as I did really stung. But no, the cricket was good. I got on fire on 15s there, I think in the second leg of cricket. And, it is what it is, right? I got out on top early and, was just hoping to split 501 and just didn't happen. He was better on the doubles. That's all it came down to.
Yeah, and doubling tends to be the name of the game, especially in FODL D. I mean, honestly, in most of our divisions outside of maybe A, where the scoring can really put people ahead and people don't miss doubles. But every other division, doubles are the name of the game. But we'll talk about the scoring a little bit because, I mean, we were seeing it pretty consistently. Like, you threw a couple of ton 25s, a ton 40 in there, finding the treble. And, Criminal was talking about the setup game. Math was very good, especially for somebody new to the stream. I don't know how long you've been playing darts necessarily, but at least new to our league. But talk to us about how that works to your advantage in 501 to have that good base level of math and scoring.
Oh no, my dart math sucks. Don't think that I know this stuff. I got the crim sheet sitting right here beside me to look down on. So my dart math is terrible. I'm working on it. I played darts 20 years ago in a pub league around here with some friends. Our team was pretty good. Just kind of split up as we got into our early 20s and, life kind of got in the way and, kind of got back into it when this whole COVID lockdown thing hit. I watched some of the world championships online and whatnot and decided I want to get back into it. And I actually won one of your Instagram giveaways for a set of darts way back in, I guess that was May. Put a board up, kind of got back into it. I was never that good before. I'm improving now. I basically just work on my doubles, so it was really disappointing that, the doubles weren't there tonight. But I scored well. That ton 40, I put the first two right in the triple 20, and I wasn't even nervous. I honestly thought I was going to follow it right in, which would have been a cool feeling. But, I scored really well, and I got no complaints about my scoring. I just couldn't hit the doubles.
Yeah, it was a very solid match all the way around until it came to finishing time, but we're still able to manage 3. Looking forward to Game Week 4. You've got one of the other FODL rookies on tap, Gazpacho, the cold soup. So what are you looking to bring to that match?
I'm just starting to get to know everybody in the league. If he's new to, Battle of the Newbies, I just try and play my game. I try not, especially in 501. I don't focus too much on what the other guy's doing because it's got really no effect on me unless I'm going for a bull finish or something crazy. So, I just try and play my own game. I'll get back at it, keep throwing at my doubles, and hopefully improve that and get a better result next time.
Well, Adanac, congratulations on getting 3 here tonight. Didn't get the victory, but didn't lose either. And make sure to bring a heating source like a microwave or, a burner for Gazpacho. That'll just throw him off the game with what's going on there. But congratulations. Good luck the rest of the way, and we'll see you a little bit later.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Thanks for having me in the league. This is great.
Not a problem. Thanks for joining. Speaking of the league, if you want to be a part of the league, we'll go to the mid-card just a second. Down at the bottom, FODartleague.com is where you can find more information about potentially joining and how that goes. And speaking of the league, if you want to show your support for the league, dress like your favorite FODLer, guess what you can do? That's right. We do have the FODL merch store, www.FODartleague.com/store, or you can search FODL FO League on Etsy to get there as well. We'll make a mention. Limited edition run on sweatshirts and long sleeve tees ends tomorrow. So if you want to get one of the FODL shirts that are available printed on a sweatshirt or a long sleeve tee, you must do it by tomorrow. Go to the store and get it done now. They look sweet. I can't wait. 25 viewers out there. We got one more match tonight coming your way. Hopefully Streamlabs will not crash when I try to open the studio. That seems to be what's been causing it. But we got more darts to come here, whether the stream crashes or not. It'll be back. Don't worry. Darts Night on Twitch underway. And ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to come back for the second match of tonight's doubleheader. It'll be a FODL A division match. Before we do that, speaking of Rascal's Conspiracy Corner, since the author just mentioned it, the FODL Weekly podcast out there wherever you get your podcasts is available. It's on Spotify right now. I think somebody checked. So, I don't know. If you like podcasts, go listen to that. Hosted by Pepe Lay and Red Rascal, obviously. That's why you got Rascal's Conspiracy Corner. But enough about that. We're here for some darts, and we're going to watch them. And the next match is going to be the players on your screen right now. It's going to be an A-Division matchup between the Shenandoah Slinger, thrown from Waynesboro, Virginia. Last season finished 6th place in the FODL A-Division, throwing with the 23-gram Red Dragon, Peter Wright, 2020 darts, hashtag, come on, Kenny. Going up against the author in Harrisonburg, Virginia. Last season, he finished 8th place in the FODL A-Division, throwing with 22-gram Data Dart Jockey Wilson's, maybe. He's changed it up a couple times. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Hashtag KingAuthor180. In the standings here, FODL A, you see him right there. Shenandoah Slinger currently sitting in 8th place in the league, and the author in 11th. So both these players trying to get things going, but it's a tight race. Only 8 points separating 6th from last right now. And yeah, it's pretty much a jumble outside of, Left Hand Hooligan and King Raj separated themselves a little bit, but even Nooch is still sniffing at that. He's got a match in hand on those two, currently sitting in 3rd place. So a lot of stuff to work out. Still early in the season, but obviously large match upcoming here. It's a floating Game Week 1 match as well here for these two players. What we've got so far in the A division for bonus points: highest cricket throw, Left Hand Hooligan, DeGrubs, Jig, all with the 7 mark. Best MPR leg, King Raj, just a 3.0. That seems low for FODL A with some of the shenanigans that have happened in cricket. King Raj with the 14 darter, Raj with the 145 throw, and Left Hand Hooligan and King Raj both with a 100 even checkout. Let's go statistics here for this one. In cricket, Shenandoah Slinger, actually a relatively substantial advantage here. Author struggling here in cricket in the early goings. Slinger's 11th in the league with a 2.42. Author 32nd with a 1.88. Miss percentage over 50% for the author, 51, 36 for the Slinger. Treble and bowl percentage isn't that far off, but those misses causing some pain on the author's side. In 501, Shenandoah Slinger might be having his best season in 01. He's 3rd in the league in MPR at 60.67. So over that 60 threshold, very good. Author 14th, 51.49. Slinger's first 9, 69.1. Nice. Author with a 51.4. So he's pretty consistent there. 51.49, 51.4. Got to get that going off in a better start. Slinger 12% ton pluses, author 5.5. So he's looking for some power scoring to come his way. Going to kick over to the split view now. We've got a couple of matches running in this one, but we'll focus on the match at hand. Slinger won the bull, so he'll have darts in hand. Author, are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do this thing.
Shenandoah Slinger, are you ready?
Ready.
Both of our players are ready, and Slinger won the cork, like I said, which means he's got darts in hand for the first leg of our cricket portion. Game on!
Shoot well, Reg.
Shoot him well, Slinger.
So, in A division, contrasting with our D division, going to be 9 total legs, 2 of cricket and 7 of 501. Again, multiple matches running at the same time as this one. A FODL B division matchup between the Madhouse and DJ Mike Hughes. DJ Mike Hughes sweeping cricket in that one up 2-0, although Madhouse kind of laying the lumber here in the first leg of 501 as long as he can get over the line. Maybe some math, though, because he's left himself 30. And in our other match that's running in this one, Uncle Corky and Triple T in a FODL C division matchup. Uncle Corky taking the first leg of cricket and the second leg going currently. But it looks like Corky in front is that one looking to sweep. Slinger got the 20s closed to start things off. He goes right after the 19s after the author is able to manage 2 with his first visit. The author's going to put some points on the board. Looks like 219, single 20 for the author. Points battle ensues. The chat enjoying the cash talk that was going on between these two. It's pretty funny. Slinger's going to get a single 20, drop down for a 19, go back up for a single 20, 2 20s, 119, got him closed, Author on the move. And that dart's going to be deflecting just below. Looked like it was a good marker for the treble, but it kicked all the way across. Just 2 18s for the Author. Slinger going to work on the 18s as well. He misses the third, though, so he's going to give the Author another opportunity. He just finds 2. Slappy Pappy T80 joining the chat in his usual way, addressing people of both sex. It's a miss from the Author, so not able to take advantage of the opportunities Slinger had given him. Up top, Uncle Corky did take the second leg of Cricket, so he has swept the Cricket portion there on to 5-1. So a lot of Cricket sweeps going on so far this evening. Slinger's going to get the 18s closed. He'll kick back over to 20s, get 1 there as well. 1 and 1. 2.4 so far for Slinger. That's right on his average. Author 1.8. That's right on his average. So playing about as expected right now. Hopefully we can get some big scores coming in. There's a nice 3 mark for the Author. He'll get back something opened up, but Slinger's going to shut the door immediately. Triple 17, first dart. He'll go back up for points. It's a 4-mark round for the Slinger. Treble 17, single 20. Right when Author may have had something going, he's got to move once again. He'll get a single 16, so I said Madhouse needed to get over the line. He has not done it, and DJ Mike Hughes is matriculating down the board. He's got 64 left. Okay, Madhouse does get that one eventually.
Kenny.
He's on a finish early. There's a... And Slinger's going after the bull here early with the point lead and 2 wedges closed to the Author's 0. He gets a single. Had a couple of 19s, but that one's already closed. Author with another miss on 16. So the Cricket struggles continue on the right side, and the Slinger's going to get the bullseye closed. And he's going to get the 16s closed as well. 5-mark visit from the Shenandoah Slinger. 15's all that remain for him. Author going to have to just work. That is a tough bounce out. See ya. It's a 6-mark in the 15s for the Author. Man, that had the drippings of a 9, but that second dart just kicked out. And the Slinger's going to shut it down with 1 dart. Treble 15. Game shot. And the leg going to the Shenandoah Slinger, so the strategy to get the Bulls taken care of pays off, and he is up 1-0. Author with darts in hand as we go to the second leg of Cricket. Game on! And it's a single 20 start for the Author. Pitch 2 saying Townie battle commencing. Yo, to JMU, is Author literally wearing sandpaper shoes? That's funny. 3 steady 20s for the Shenandoah Slinger, so no points. But Author's on the move to 19s as he tries to get some points here in the early going. So it looks like he'll get 2 19s, so no points awarded. And no wedge close yet either as he shuffles across hockey. Slinger getting a couple of come-ons. We've yet to reach full come-on Kenny status. There's just 2 20s for him, but he gets out to a point lead. Author finding a treble here in the early goings this leg. 4 19s for the Author, so he'll get back on top. Officially have a points battle potentially brewing. Author last leg was unable to get the trebles working for him until he got that 6 mark on the 15s late, but it was just too little too late. Slinger's going to find a double 18, so 2 20s and 2 18s. He likes this strategy. He's going to try to bury the Author on a single target of 19s. Author's going to get 2 19s, go for the hero dart 20, but miss. Back over to Slinger trailing by 1 mark. He'll get the single 20. There's the close of 18s as well. He'll bounce back over to the 20s. So Slinger changing his target frequently, but it does not seem to be affecting him here in the early goings as he's keeping them straight. That third dart's pretty close. It's blocked by the flight of the second, but it's just 2 for the Author, so it is above that treble 19. Back over to the Slinger. So now he's got 2 wedge advantage, and he's going after the 17, so same thing. There's bounce out on the left side. See ya! So both players dealing with some bounce outs here early. Single 20, single 17. So again, Slinger essentially going to force the author to start hitting some big numbers, needing some trebles to keep the pedal down, because otherwise Slinger is getting the one that he wants to take the point lead and going to work on the next wedge. We're seeing it here once again. Single 20 with his first dart, goes over to 17th, and he's got another wedge closed. So author desperately needing probably a minimum of a 5 mark on the 19s to really slow down the Slinger here. He's only able to get a single, though. That's been the story of it. He's gotten one to get out in front by 1, but then Slinger comes back. First dart in the 20. And now he's going to go after the 19s to stop the scoring. He'll go 1-1. He's going to stay with 3 wedges closed and not worry about the fact that he's only up by 1 mark. Author this time is keeping the first 2 straight, so 2 19s and a single 20 for the author. Playing with fire a little bit, but this time he'll force the Slinger to get at least 2 20s before he has the point lead
Oh,
back.
come on.
And Slinger's just going for the close outright with 3 wedges in hand. But he only gets a single 19. So the author now, with the point lead, let's see what he likes to do. He's going after the 19s. He's trying to bolster it. He'll get the 20s closed with the floors, treble counting for 1. So 1 wedge down, still has the point lead for the time being, but Slinger's now got the 19s closed. So author's not going to be able to score, and there's a good treble with the second from Shenandoah Slinger. It's a 5-mark round for Shenandoah Slinger. Single 19, jumps over to 17s where he finds a treble and a single there as well. So he's back out on top, and author needs to find a new scoring place. Trying to make it the 16s, he'll get 2. Back over to Slinger. Last time we saw Slinger go after the bulls. This time he's going more conventional route with the 16 attempts. He'll go back over to 17s after missing his first 2. More comments on the floor. Gules Echo says it's his gym mat floor cover. It sounds like he's got duct tape on the bottom of his feet. Yota J, author experimenting with flypaper flooring. Confirmed wearing pants made out of Aguero. 2 15s for the Slinger, so once again trying to lock the author down in 1 scoring wedge, but he's got it closed. Going to work on it here. And that third dart just above the treble into the treble 8, but it's just 2 16s for the author, not enough to even get into the point lead. Back over to the Slinger.
Come on.
He's finding a bunch of 10s. He's looking for 15s, though.
Wow.
And he'll find 5 10s, which is good for a miss here in cricket. He'll extend the author an olive branch for at least a visit, where he manages a single 16, and that is all. Puts him up by 8. But again, Slinger got that wedge deficit down. There's the 15s closed, and now points for Slinger.
Come on.
1-1, though. So single 15, single 17 to get back out in front. DJ, after that sluggish first leg of 501, has come roaring back. He's up 4-1 now. There's 2 more 16s for the author. Trying to put up a fight, but again, desperately seeking a treble.
Wow. Jesus.
Slinger gets 2 17s, so continuing to use the big scoring wedge to his advantage. Author finally finding a treble. Can he get another one? He's going to go for 18. So again, going for that hero dart. Gets a single, so it's a 4-mark visit for the author. Slinger content to stay at 16s, and he'll close it with the second dart, getting a double 16. So it's 4-mark visit for the Shenandoah Slinger. The author up by 20, but he's got 3 wedges to close here. What he likes to do. There's close to 18. It's going to be 2 perfect darts. That's not going to cut it. 1 18, a single 17 as well for the author. But again, Slinger needing just 20 points to get back out in front. He's got 17s and 15s to go. There's 2 17s, so that will be enough. And he'll stay for the third, but he misses. So 2 17s, but it puts him back out in front. Speaking of being out in front, Triple T getting on the board. He's trailing 3-1, but he gets a leg of 501 in there. So he's got a leg win under his belt in that one. Single 17 for a stray. Single bull for the author. He's going to need points. He's going to need them quickly. The first dart's going to be tough to navigate for the Shenandoah Slinger if he wants to stay at the bull. He's electing to go back for points. I think that's a good move here, the way his darts lie. But he only manages a single, so Slinger not necessarily playing his best leg of cricket, but just steadily plodding along at this point. Author trying to get anything going has really yet to do so in either leg of cricket.
Wow.
And Slinger's going to, again, with that aggressive up tilt of his darts, just building a wall below the bull. Comes down, hits the treble 3, so it's a miss from Shenandoah Slinger. Author now going to change his tune. There's the treble 17 that he could have used earlier. May have found a treble 15 also. Oh, it's just outside, just wide of the mark. Single 15, but he's got the 17s closed. So now Author, seeing the Slinger's potential slow start on the bulls, looks like he's going to try to make this thing a bull race. Slinger, however, still just needs 3 bulls to finish the leg. It's a miss at the bull with his first. He's going to go over to 15s. He'll get 2 to add to the point lead. See what the author likes to do here. It looks like he is going to try to make it a bull race, and he's going to go to the center with his last. So get another bull. Still doesn't have it closed, but looking to get it where he can start scoring. Because then the scoring actually flips in favor of the author, because it'll be 25 for every bull and just 15 for the Slinger. Slinger, again, his first dart missing low, creating all kinds of problems for him. It's a miss from Shenandoah Slinger. We saw him trying to give some love taps to the board.
Oh, for God's sake. Stand by.
Stand by. May have to do maybe doing a little bit of dart repair. Lost a flight or lost something.
Lost a dart.
Oh, lost a dart. That's tough.
There we go.
But he's got it. Found it underneath the coffee table. I'm just going to assume it was underneath the coffee table, and if it wasn't, it wasn't. But I'm painting a picture here because people can't see. Single 15, it looks like, for the author's first dart, and he'll get the 15s closed now. So we do have a bull race on our hands. This thing not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Slinger has been struggling in the middle. Author's got 2 of them in there. He's going to need 3 extras, which totals to 4 to get the victory. Slinger needs 3. He can do it with a bullseye with his last. But he's going to get 2. So Slinger, now getting a little bit of pressure from the author, is able to find the range. Author needs 4. He'll find 0. So that doesn't cut into the lead at all. Slinger looking for 1. Complete the cricket sweep, and he will find it with the first dart. Game shot. And the leg to the Shenandoah Slinger. Sure. There we go. So he's going to sweep the cricket portion. Second leg got a little sloppy on both sides, but a win is a win. Is a win. Slinger's going to have the darts in hand, moving to the 501 portion of this one. Game on.
Come on.
The comments about the flooring, man. What? It's... Oh, I don't know really thinking of this. Author ripping paper on the way to the board to calm his nerves. Author definitely wearing felt socks on his Velcro floor. Pitts 2 getting a fresh mat of Gorilla Tape. Must have been hard to find that dart in the pool of gack he's walking in. Scooter
Come on.
says, I work in professionally maintained basketball courts. This is offensive to me.
44.
And it's 44 scored for the Slinger. We get back to the darting action. Triple T, 2 in a row. Now it's 3-2. DJ Mike Hughes has secured a victory over the Madhouse in that one. He's up 5-1, but still 2 legs to play. 6 points on the line. There's a solid 60 coming in from the author this time. Slinger finding a better dart here with the first.
99.
It's a 99 coming in for the Shenandoah Slinger, so going to be happy with that visit finally. Author's going to get 43, so Author continuing to just be steady, if not stellar. Slinger a little bit more up and down, trying to get back into the rhythm of things here, though.
Oh!
Oh, and that dart, how did that kick that way? It's a ton 40 for the Slinger. The sweat was on, threw a good one, and somehow it split that wall of darts and deflected down for just a 140. Unfortunate, but still a massive score as he has taken a big lead in this leg. Author 60 to respond. Slinger's going to come in with 47, leave himself the baby fish at 130 for a finish. Author going to need 2 trebles here to get to a finish himself. A solid 60 again, so starting to keep him straighter on the right side, but needs to find that precision to find the trebles. Slinger requires 130. It's off.
Oh!
Wanted the treble 18 to leave double 18 if he came back, but it's just a 41. He's averaging 69, though. Nice. Author 253. Whoa, scooter dart. And that might just be 6. Oh, it is 24. So it did stay straight. But still, above 200. Slinger requires 89. Shot at the bull. He went for it. He hits the 1958 scored, 31 remaining when he comes back because Author not yet 2 and out. Looking for a big score. Another dart off the board. Back-to-back visits with a scooter dart. It's a 21. If you're of legal drinking age, drink an adult beverage while you're watching. Go ahead and take a sip for the 21 since it's the legal drinking age here in the United States. Slinger looking to clean up 31.
You fucking whore!
And he'll find a 10, maybe even a treble 10. If it's treble 10, it's a bust. It is a treble 10. So first dart bust for Shenandoah Slinger on 31. Author not yet on and out. He'll be there with his next visit, albeit it's a big one at 146 after the 41 scored. Back to Slinger, looking for 31. This time he finds the 15. Now it's double 8. And both those darts closer to double 16 than they are to double 8, but he's going to come back to 16 unless Author can take out 146. It is off. 60 scored for the Author, though, will get him under 100 down to 86. Slinger requiring 70 less at 16. That's a better attempt at it with the first. Probably a little far away from the wire to use as marker. The second dart's inside, moving over to double 4 now.
Come on!
That's outside, so Slinger cannot get the finish. Author, opportunity to steal from a manageable 86. And he can't keep that dart straight. Wanted the treble 18 for double 7. The single 18 would have at least left him a look at bull. He'll get the single 17, half 50 remaining. Slinger requires 8.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
That is inside, so cut it in half 4. Author requires 50.
Dude, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Well. Wait.
Author doing some math, hitting some funky targets. Obviously was looking for the 10 to leave tops, hit the 6, which left him 44, then hits 18.
There's 26 left.
To
what
leave
the hell do I have left?
6 is correct.
Yeah, 26 left. Alright.
So had a dart at double 13, does not find it, left with 26. 4 scored for the Slinger. Looking for double 2. Unless he wants to go the HX duck double 1 route, but you can assume that he's going to go double 2. Narrowly misses the double 17. That's just below.
God
It's
damn
going to be a bust with his third into the 17. 4 he remains. Author requires 26. Got some options here. He's going right at it. That one's just inside. Looking to clean up 13 now. Hits the 1. Wants double 6.
Oh, come on.
That's well inside, so he'll be left with 6 remaining. 26. Wasn't sure if he'd go for the 6-10 split to leave either double 10 or double 8, but he went right after it. Like the aggressive play. Slinger going right after double 4. That's inside now to double 1.
Second dart.
And he'll find the madhouse with the second dart. Game
Wait a-
shot. And the
Thank you.
leg going to the Slingers. He's got 3 on the skip, on the go, on the trot, on the run. Author looking to make a run himself with darts in hand. Game on! Speaking of 3 on the trot, Triple T 3 on the trot to level that one at 3 in FODL C. That one's a last leg decider now. Triple T leading it 84, although Uncle Corky with a good score to get under 59. There's a good ton start for the Shenandoah Slinger right after the Author opened up with a treble of his own at 85. And the other match, DJ Mike Hughes with a dominating performance over the Madhouse. He's up 6-1 there in the final leg of that match. Both players with a 70-plus average coming down. 41 scored for the Author. And that could be back-to-back tons to get things going here for Shenandoah Slinger. So again, he's been scoring well. He did score well in that first leg. He just struggled when it came to the double ring. Author's not going to let him out of the grasp, though. He'll score a ton. So now we're looking more like FODL A. Getting things rolling with some better scoring.
Whoopsie.
And that might be 60, that second dart just below. The angle of dart blocked from that first. However, the Author, he'll find another one in the treble with his first. And he'll find a treble with his third. Ton 40 coming in for the Author. He gets down to a finish at 135. Slinger averaging 87. Still going to need a good dart to get to an out.
Oh.
That's not going to be enough. Just 24 scored for the Slinger. Author out in front requires 135. It's going to be off after the first. And it's going to be 47 scored down to 88 under 100. Slinger still above 200 at 217.
Come on.
57 scored for Shenandoah Slinger will leave him 160. Author requires 88. And he wanted the treble 16 to leave tops. Finds
Oh my
the treble
gosh.
7.
This is unbelievable.
All around the board he goes. 34 scored is where he lands, though. 54 remaining. Slinger requires 160. And it's off. First start into the 5.
31.
31 scored for the Slinger. Still above 100. Author of 54. That's just below into the 11. So now he's got to clean up 43. He stays there, finds the 11 once, doubles.
Here we go.
16, and he says, there you go, just tucked into the corner of the double 16. The Author getting on the board with the third dart. Game shot and the leg going to the Author in a 21 dart finish for him. Slinger's going to have the darts in hand, coming back to the board, looking to rebound. Game on! Looking at the other matches, DJ taking the final leg of that match for a 7-1 victory over the Madhouse. As Slinger getting off to another 100 start. Uncle Corky was able to take the last leg decider over Triple T. Triple T had gotten out to the lead, couldn't get over the line. Uncle Corky finished behind him to get 4-3 up there in FODL C. Author getting things going with a 60.
Jesus. 41.
41 scored for the Shenandoah Slinger. Yota JMU spamming some eye rolls as we came down the chute in that last leg. That's a 28 scored for the Author. Salvaging the breakfast by finding the treble 1 instead of the single. Slinger jumping back and forth here himself. Going to get 27 with his third trip to the board. Back to the ton thing, scoring down. Author looking to get back in this one. It's another ton 40 for the Author. Second and third darts finding the treble bed. Nice grouping there for him. And not only does he get right back in the leg, he takes the lead on the leapfrog. Both players with ton plus scores and then a couple of scores. There's a 46 there from the Slinger. There's a more aggressive punch of the board, criminal-esque. Author 303. He'll get just 28, though, so coming back off that 140, not a whole lot to back it up. It's still out in front. Both players a little bit all over the place. Slinger joining the wire party that was going on last night between me and the Lush. It's going to be 45 scored for him, joining with the treble 7. Author's back in the treble. Can he find another? It's just below for an 85. But again, keeping out in front against the throw, up by 52. Still, Slinger with a good visit here. If he can collect himself, can get to a finish first. And it's going to be 46 for the Shenandoah Slinger, so we'll get down under 200, but he's still above the Author's current score. Author's got the darts in hand. He's effectively stolen the throw, but it's going to be 41 for the Author, down to 149. So not a ton of punishment inflicted, but he is the first to an out. He'll be coming back to look at the 149.
Come on. Jeez.
And Slinger's going to get 30. He's going to leave a bogey. Cannot find the big number. Author requires 149. It's on.
Okay.
Looking for the treble 19 off the 89 for double 16. Hits the 7. He's got one dart in hand, trying to figure out what target he wants. From 82, goes back up to the 20. 87 scored, leaves 62. Slinger looking for a setup. Cannot take out 166. Things getting more vocal now on the left side of the board. It's going to be 41 scored for the Slinger, down to 125. Author requires 62. That looks like it's just into the treble 6 as opposed to the treble 10. The treble 10 would have left double 16. So he finds treble 6. 44. He's going to score 30 the hard way, finding treble 6, treble 4 to still set up double 16, but that goes just inside to leave himself 16 after scoring 46. Slinger scores 125.
Jeez.
Cannot find the bull, so it's off. First start in day 1. Find another one. And now it's going to be just 9 scored. Slinger still above 100, 116. Author's got 100 less, looking for double 8. That's a dangerous dart, very close to the double 16. That's going to deflect it. Oh, that did stay in. Wow, the Author sneaks that one in. I thought it bounced inside, but it does just stay in. He points it out. Game shot and the leg to the Author. So he gets the break of throw, working his way back in this one, and now is cut at 3-2. Slinger got out to that 3-0 start. Author's got 2 in a row now, and he'll have darts in hand looking to level this match. Game on! More crim eye rolls coming in, as expected. And it's off. With JB, speaking of adult beverages, Author shaking one every time he walks towards the board. Must be hard for Author to get good footing, seeing how he's throwing in a gravel parking lot. Jeez. Impressive focus while being surrounded by all those mouse traps.
Shit.
What is happening? Oh, there's a Yo 11 the hard way for Shenandoah Slinger. And got out to that great scoring early. Seems to have abandoned him here potentially. That might be another 140. It is just a ton. The second dart was high, but the first dart pristine in the dead center of that treble 20. Slinger is going to get back in there with his second visit.
You're fucking retarded.
And that is a 140 for Shenandoah Slinger. Big score for him. Had the sweat on. There's 60 scored for the Author. $40 scored coming in for the Shenandoah Slinger, so a good one working here. Separated by just 10 points for both these players. The Author looking to stretch that. He'll get 98 down to 202. Finding yet another trouble. So Author Got off to a very slow start in cricket in that first leg of 501. Seems to have found his throw here in the last couple of legs. 41 scored for Shenandoah Slinger, down to 269. Once again, it's Author out in front. Trying to get this thing level. He's back in the treble bed once again. 81 scored for the Author, down to 121. Slinger going to need at least one treble to get to a finish from the 269.
Good time of
And
day.
he's going to stay down at the 19s as he misses into the treble 3. So it's 48 scored for the Slinger. Author requires 121. And it's off. And we see more Crim eye rolls populating in the chat as expected. And as oh my goodness, it's going to be 99 left. So there's going to be even more eye rolls coming, I'm sure.
Here we go.
221. Looking to get into a finish here.
Crim eye rolls don't matter if you can't throw it.
57 scored, so he'll get down to 164, having out. Author, the only 3-dart finish under 199. Looks like a treble 7 with his first, though. He's doing the math. He's got a dart for double 12. Oh, he's going to go next door and leave 6 remaining, finding the double 9 instead. That's 93 scored. There are 6 remaining. Slinger requires 164. It's off. He wanted the 2 treble 19s to leave the bowl. And it looks like it's going to be just 45 for the Slinger, down to 119. Author requires 6, but things get tricky from here.
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
And he wanted the split. He found double 17 instead, so first dart bust for the Author. Slinger 119. Now this leg looking similar to the first, where Slinger scored supremely well, but gave the Author an opportunity to come down the board late. Slinger with an anger dart on the third, it looks like, and it'll just be 22 scored. Maybe that did go into the 15.
Oh, Rich. Come on.
And it's a bust again for the Author. Not sure.
Jesus Christ.
Slinger was requiring 83.
Good God.
He's going to go next door, find the treble 2. Could not find the
Oh my God.
15. And now he's going to find the treble 18, so he'll jump all the way down to 4 remaining. Author looking for 6. Now he's going right after it. Tough to navigate. Goes over the top, but it stays in the single 3. Author now the tricky out of 3. Looking for 1 double 1. Slinger looking for double 2. He'll go inside, go back to the madhouse. But he checks out of the madhouse with the third dart. Game shot and the leg for the second time. The Slinger able to find double 1 tonight. As he breaks the throw right back, makes it 4-2. The Author was threatening to level it, but Slinger able to check out. Slinger's got darts in hand. Game on. Man, it's going to be interesting to see the Crim eye roll counter from this match. It's a lot.
There she is.
And there's the maximum for the Slinger, 180. For the Shenandoah Slinger, the 9-dart sweat is on the left side of the board. Author going to get a good grouping himself with his first visit. It's just going to be 60, though. Slinger's got 3 times that with the max. How far will he get into it? He's got another. Oh, and it's off. Had 4 darts. Boo. The crowd boos. He wanted it himself. He wanted to keep it going, but still looking to get a very good start running here. 80-ton start for Shenandoah Slinger. Coming out firing. 4 darts into the 9-darter. Great effort. Author's going to come back for 55, finding that treble 5. That was right in the corner. Wasn't sure if it was a 76 or a 55. Slinger now looking to stay hot. Potential get to an out after 9 darts. It's going to be 46, though, so not going to get him there, but still an impressive first 9 of 109 on the left side of the board, under 200 after 9. Author with 41 scored, a less impressive 52 for his first 9. Slinger looking for a setup out of 175.
What the fuck was that?
Slinger posing the question after his second dart, and that would be a treble 3 for 48 scored. But he's on a finish now, 127. Author, utilizing the doubles here in the scoring portion, was looking for that double 20 earlier in the last leg. 80 scored for him, down to 265. Slinger requires 127. Won't be able to find it here, but it's going to be 47 scored left with 80. Still having a very good leg. Author looking for some big scores. Will not be able to get there here. Just 30 scored for him, so no pressure yet applied from the Author. Slinger requires 80. He'll have one shot for top. I don't know if he's just kind of blocked himself or not, but he's well below the double. Should potentially have a clean look. Maybe have to move left or right to get actually see the target. But it's going to be a solid 60. The third dart gets grouped in with the other two. He'll be left with the Rascal remaining. Author now 235. Darts continuing to drift left on him. Into the 5, but he corrects with the last. 80 scored for the Author to put him on a finish of 155, but Slinger looking for 20. And all the darts miss outside. Rascal saying no for now. Potentially coming back to the board on it, though, unless the Author can take out 155. He cannot. So again, just looking to push the issue and continue to work his way down. 43 scored, still above 100. Slinger averaging 69, looking for the Rascal. Nice. That's very close, but just outside. That also very close. Building a wall on the wire of the double 10. Whoa. Get things moving there. It's a miss from the Slinger. Author requires 112. He'll score 42. Be left with 70. Inside, the Rascal says no again. Now looking for double 5, missing inside. 5 remaining. Author has been chipping away. He's left with 70. Finding 1. Had a shot at the bull. Again, couldn't, that dart in the shadow. Couldn't tell if it was the treble 19 or a single. It was a single. Hit the 25. 25 remaining. Author, good run at the bull. And the Slinger wanted the 3 to set up the madhouse, but he hits the double for a bust. Author coming right back for 25. There's the 9, looking for double 8. And those darts were thrown. That's about it. 16 left, back to Slinger, looking for 5 again, missing the 3, this time into the 17 for another first dart bust. Back to the Author now, double 8. Inside double 4. Inside double 2. And it's inside all the way around for the Author. He is into the madhouse. Slinger at 5, this time changing it up. He finds the single 1. He's looking now for double 2. Pop, pop for the Shenandoah Slinger. Game shot and the leg. He will secure a match victory, going up 5-2. Again, flicking off the winning darts in the leg, that I don't understand. Author's going to have the darts in hand coming back to the board. Game on! Yeah. FODL A, where you can currently be averaging 46 through 7 and be winning 5-2. One of those nights. Everybody has them. Again, we came into this one. Slinger had been playing very well in 501. Third best average in the league at 60 plus. Just having a little bit of an off night. And really, even that scoring, it hasn't been quite as quality, but he's had moments where it's been good. It's really just been the doubling that's let him down this evening. Solid 60 coming in from the author. Author's done well to battle back after coming out and not looking his best in cricket, we'll say that. But was able to get a couple on the board here in 501. Still 2 legs to play. Still 2 legs hanging in the balance with a minimum of 4 points. Slinger, that nice 180 in the last leg to get it started. Had 4 darts into the 9-darter. It couldn't have gone any further, but he was able to end up taking it out. Another 30 from the author. As we work our way down. The clock goes off. Scooter Magooch, did somebody just enter a 7-Eleven?
Straight darts, Kenny. Come on.
There's some back-to-back 81s for the Shenandoah Slinger. He's left with an even 3-hundo.
Dude, what are you...
And it's a yo 11 for the author. Single and 2 5s and a 1. So if you're feeling emboldened, go down to the casino, roll some dice, get some hand sanitizer on those dice before you do roll them. Bet the pass line and roll 11s until your arm falls off and you make a lot of money. It's free. It's free. They're just handing it out. 41 scored for the author. Slinger is celebrating as he was able to keep 3 darts straight, scoring that 60 in his last visit. And that looks like a 140 for the Slinger. It is. He sneaks that 3rd dart in there. 140. He's left with 100 remaining. The Slinger, as sarcastic as he's being, turning it on here again with some good scoring. Author had turned it on for the 2 legs that he had won, and even the leg that after that he lost when he was out in front, but just couldn't get over the line, and Slinger was able to take it from behind there. He was trying to level it at 3, makes it 5-2. But Slinger has left it at 60, but the scoring has since left the author's side. And as I say that, he gets back into the treble bed, but it's just 66 scored, still above 200. Slinger looking for 40.
Oh, wow.
That's well inside and into the 1. So he's got some cleanup work to do. Finds the 19, wants the rascal double 10. And misses outside, but he will be coming back to the board with 20 remaining. Author trying to get to an out here from 223. 45 scored, not enough to do it. Gets down under 200, 178 remaining. Slinger looking for the rascal. Once again, averaging 69. Nice. That's a good marker there. And he uses it nicely. Game shot and the leg as the rascal saying yes. And you see the heart going out to the rascal from the Slinger. He's up 6-2, and we will move to the final leg of tonight's broadcast. Slinger's going to have darts in hand. Game on.
Oh, God.
If what's on the author's floor isn't part of Rascal's Conspiracy Corner on the pod this week, I don't know what we're talking about on that podcast. There's a nice 83 to get things started for the author, nearly a 140. That's 2nd dart clipping the wire and staying on the right side in the treble 1. Slinger started out with a speed limit 55. He'll follow it up with 3 steady 20s. Nice grouping there. And Author's going to back up the 83 with a ton scored. So Author, knowing that points still on the line here, trying to get it going, trying to get a late night pick-me-up. Slinger's going to answer back. 85 scored himself. So a good battle here in this last leg. Players returning to form, remembering, oh yeah, this is FODL A. We can throw some darts. There's a 66 for the author, another treble, but not as useful with the second and third with the other darts this time. Slinger at 301. He'll drop down after the first dart, missed the 5, but it's going to be a 31 scored, so 270. Author already below that against the darts once again with 252. He is looking for a big treble to get to a finish. It's not going to find it. Just 55 scored. Down to 197 from the speed limit. Mr. Sammy Hagar. I was going to say rest in peace, but I'm not sure if he's dead.
He's alive.
All right. Well, so much for that. There's an 85. Slinger had a dart. Needed to keep it straight to potentially leave the big fish, but he drifts into the 5 with the last, so he's not able to get to a checkout. Author's going to get there. He'll sneak in by a nose. 30 scored. Gets him down to 167. So he will have the first shot at it. And it looks like 50 coming in for the Slinger as he misses the bull with his last. Author requires 167. And it's off. I'm going to rectify that with some better finishing. 66 coming back. So he'll be down to 101. Slinger requires 135. Big Man Bear to join the chat. Hashtag come on, Kenny. It's going to be off for the Slinger as he misses the bull. 57 scored, though. Gets him down to 78. Author requires 101. And he had a look at tops. So, again, going the dangerous route. Treble 17 first. Hit the 10, but drifts into the 5. Pulled it low and left on his ton-plus finish attempt there. Slinger can't find the big number with his second dart, missing into the 5, so still looking to clean up. Don't leave a double. He'll do it successfully there, finding the 15. Leave tops 38 scored. Author requires 35. That's good mark.
Oh, God.
But he goes just too far on the wrong side. 16 remaining. Slinger for 40.
Wow. Third.
And he will find it with the third dart. Was very close, but there you go. Pulls it down. Game shot and the leg to the Shenandoah Slinger to get him up to a 7-2 victory this evening. We'll go to the interview portion of this match. As the author zooms out again, see the ribbon. You know, he's ready for the holiday season. It's already started if you ask him. Author, we're going to ask the big questions first. What is on your floor?
Dude, it's the same thing that's been on my floor literally my entire FODL career. It's just like rubber, like gym mats I bought from Costco or whatever. It's been on my floor forever, and nobody's ever said a word. But all of a sudden, it's the talk of FODL. I have no idea.
It was rather loud. I don't know if I've ever noticed it before in a match.
Thing, once I heard that it was being mentioned at certain times, I was purposely scuffing on it, but that only happened like 2 or 3 times. Aside from that, I have no earthly idea.
It's crazy. The chat was having a lot of fun with it. There was a lot of theories.
I saw some. Yeah.
Fireman was asking if you're just walking on Legos. That'd be a bad strategy, especially if you're barefoot.
Oh, God, well, yeah.
But now
got shoes on.
Now we'll get to the darts questions. Obviously, cricket has not been your game this season. What's been the difference between we've seen what you can do in cricket in years past. Last season, I think you were in the top 15 in cricket. This season, outside the top 30 right now. What's been the change? You said you're not using the data darts anymore. Has the dart change affected your throw at all this season?
It was my first 2 matches. It actually worked out very well for me. This week has definitely not been my darts week. I got once again routed by the Nooch. I went on to lose to Repat in the Handy Cup that same evening, so that was not a great night. Obviously, tonight's not a great night. I don't know if it's the dart change. I don't know if it's just a bad week for me. I don't know if I'm still recovering from Saturday's hangover when I did the podcast. I have no earthly idea. I need to put something together real quickly. To be fair, last season I ran into the same problem. I got just shut out 2 weeks in a row and was able to put it together going forward. So I'm just going to need to kind of, work and try and do the same thing. So.
Yeah, I mean, again, as always, we saw flashes of it when you came back after he got up 3-0 on you. Those 2 legs that you ended up winning back-to-back, and even that leg after that where you had the shot to make it level at 3 and, just couldn't get over the line really, put together a lot of scoring there. So how much did, just in this match in particular, that third leg when you couldn't get the double, how deflating was that for the rest of the match? Because it really seemed to turn right there.
Right. I don't know. I mean, frankly, the first 3 legs were pretty deflating, especially again given the week that I've had. It's been just kind of a down week, and so that probably hasn't done wonders for my game. Maybe I just need to get out of my own head. I don't know. Even the 2 that I did end up winning and played pretty well, and even that didn't do much for my spirits. So I think I just got to get through this week and get out of my head and start fresh going forward. So.
Well, looking forward into next week where you'll have that opportunity to do it, you're going to have Dilly on the schedule. We've seen Dilly come out throwing some darts this season. So what do you need to do to get yourself in the right mindset to be prepared for that one?
I'm going to send him as much anime porn as I can find and try and distract the guy for the next week. Hopefully, maybe his arm will be like super sore by the time we get to next week, and it'll work in my favor. We'll see.
Either that, or it's just going to be even stronger to throw the
It could be just even.
That could backfire on you. It's an interesting strategy. We'll see how it pays off there, Cotton. Author able to get 2 tonight. Not your best showing, but the star of the evening was your floorboards. Congratulations on getting that one. Good luck getting it together the rest of the way.
Hey, Slinger, great match. Rob, great cast as always, and. Everybody else, Wawa and Sheets are exactly the same thing, and you're quibbling. Suck a dick. All right.
Love you, Rich.
All right. So, Rich the author dropping some bombs. We'll go over to Shenandoah Slinger. Slinger got off to, that the first leg of cricket was very good. Second leg kind of dropped off, but you're still able to get the victory. Coming in, you're taking it 7-2 on a night that it clearly wasn't your best. So, talk to us about, maybe not throwing your best, but what it means to still be able to take home 7 leg wins.
Disappointed. I feel I played the first leg really well. I feel like I stole the second leg of cricket. I don't even feel like I should have been in that one. I threw too many stupid darts. Trying to stay ahead with closes, and it almost bit me. I feel like the 7 out of the 7, let's see, maybe 3 out of the 7 legs of 1, I earned. Maybe I think I stole at least 4 of those legs. I heard you mention something about flipping the game dart off, and it didn't make no sense. That's more so of not being able to throw a straight damn dart through the entire leg. Rich had respectively, 15, 16, 17 darts at the double, and I stole it. I was well under 20 points below my season average so far. I don't feel like I deserved as many wins as I got, but, I'll take them. Win's a win.
Yeah, no matter how you get them, they're going to help you in the standings. And again, we know that you're certainly a vocal and emotional player, but it seemed, and we've seen it, what it seemed to be in the last couple of weeks, been more of a positive and a motivator, but it seemed this week to kind of turn where, it started to maybe affect you a little bit one way or another. How do you work on teetering that emotional level to keep it in the positive as opposed to it turning into a negative?
I got in my head early. I got in my own head early. I let that one game of cricket really affect me. The second leg. The first leg, I think I had control of the entire all the way through. The second leg, I don't feel like I had control of it at all, and I let that affect me. I haven't really been feeling that great today. I've had migraines off and on throughout the afternoon. So, I mean, hey, I don't know. It's been a long week. It's been a long week. Kudos to Rich for I think he shot really well. I don't feel like I did at all.
Well, you're going to have an opportunity to get it back on track because, again, we're not even to the halfway point of this season yet. And next week, going to need to turn it around because you're going to be going up against the left-hand hooligan who has announced his presence with authority getting up to FODL A. So what's the game plan to work on to get ready for that matchup?
Well, I mean, considering no disrespect to anybody else, but I think I had the hardest opening first 4 or 5 weeks out of the gate. I mean, Rich been shooting fire for the first half. I mean, I had deuce, I had surge, I had rods, and then left hand. I mean, that's your top 4 right there. I mean, it's been a gauntlet for the first 4 weeks. So I don't know. I played well against left hand in the Open Cup. I think I was at like a 65, 63 or something. I shot with him. I had like 7 or 8 opportunities that I can remember of to actually knock him out. I look for a good game. I mean, hopefully I can pick it up come next Tuesday when I'm playing. I mean, I don't know. Disappointment's the biggest thing tonight. I need to get my head clear.